everybody. This is Glassbead. So we're going to be doing something a little bit different for the third Srcbook video. And it's going to tie into something bigger that I'm working on. To make it short, I've been working for quite a while on an agentic chatbot application that called Atris that gives people insights into the platform and helps artists, labels, and technologists build things on the site that people like to use. I've been working on this as a line graph application for quite a long time at this point. And I've been running into the issue of just fighting the framework a lot. And I wanted to start this video off actually here just with this blog post from Anthropic, which I'll have it linked in the description, and I'm not going to go through the whole thing. But the gist of it is that over the past year, we've worked with dozens of teams building large language model agents across industries. Consistently, the most successful implementations weren't using complex frameworks or specialized libraries. Instead, they were building with simple, composable patterns. And basically, the idea underneath this is that frameworks like LangGraph are very complicated. And so if you're building an entire application on top of them, you're introducing a lot of complexity unnecessarily. So what we're going to be doing in this series is we are going to be rebuilding Atris from scratch, and I'm just going to let you watch my process on that. So this is going to be a little bit less planned outside of this first video where, we're going to be using Srcbook to build the front end of the application. So, and as an introduction, let me just go to Audius really quick. So, Audius is a Web3 streaming platform. So, you can upload music. If you're a musician, it tends to be kind of like electronic music, hip-hop heavy. You can upload your music. You can listen to other people's music. You can sell your music, sell NFTs. Lots of interesting stuff. It's an amazing platform. It's got a great community. And so that's why I wanted to build this, is because I really believe in this application and this company a lot. And I wanted to build something that contributed to the community. So that's what we'll be doing in this series. So starting out, if you go over here to the documentation, they've got something here called Create Audius App. So we'll have anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this Create Audius App thing here. And one thing that you'll notice is that this actually isn't going to run just by itself. So we'll go Atris. I was trying to run this earlier, and I couldn't see anything like actually displaying there in the browser window. So that's all right, though. So while it's installing those packages, here is where Srcbook comes in. So something that I've thought about a lot with Srcbook is that what it seems to excel at is, you give it, some kind of description of what you want the app to look like in natural language, and it'll give you back, all the styling, the components, very front end leaning stuff. And so what I was thinking is that I could use this just kind of as a template to build out the components for the front end of my app. And if we do that, then we can just kind of have the front end done quickly. So this right here really doesn't seem to like this very much. So this might be freezing up. But in the meantime, what I think I want to do is because Atris is going to be essentially like a single page application. Um, I might add more pages later, but all the basic functionality is going to be a chat bot, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a screenshot here, just a source book itself, and we'll use that as our template. So let's say using your own landing page as a template, please create a front end for an agentic chatbot called Atris. And I'll just say, yeah, actually, let's just leave it at that. So while it's building that, so Audius has a unified design system that they use called Harmony. And while I'm not going to use Harmony directly because I've run into a lot of just kind of different dependency issues with it, I am going to take from some of this right here. So what I actually think I'm going to do is, well, so, oh, hang on. Okay, there we go. So try fixing with AI. And so we might see just like a flash of an application there on the screen and then another build failed or something like that. And if that happens, we can just, yeah, so we'll leave the app. We'll come back here and it works. So what I'm going to do is let's go here. Let's go remove docs and pricing from the top, change get started to log in. And here we'll give it that first. All right, so let's actually just see if I can like copy paste this. And just see like what Srcbook does. So using the following copy-pasted information about Audius' styling conventions, please update the front end to utilize these colors. I don't know what it's going to do there. Maybe it'll be good. All right, just making the updates. Let's go back. All right. Oh no, I might have given it too much information. So, yeah. So how about this? Let's try this again. Actually, yeah, there's get under the hood. I can have it revert. Well, all right. Well, never mind. Tell you what. Let's try that again. So we'll just do the same thing we did last time because I liked in general what it gave us. Using your own landing page as a template, please generate a front end for a chatbot application called Atris. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm actually going to go and get just maybe like one of these. Honestly, I might just edit it just in the code. Frankly, that might be easier at this point. Yeah, so let's try fixing that with AI once, because I've noticed that happens a lot. Like the first time that it tries to build the code, it'll have an error, and then you'll have it fix it, and it'll work. But you've got to go back out here and then rebuild it. Sweet. So let's actually go into the code here, and we're going to take a look at our styling. So let's take a look just here, and so what's that? What's that gradient on that element? So that's the button. That ain't right. Let's suggestion button. Suggestion button props. Okay, there we go. Let's get rid of those. And we'll go down here and we'll just put like what was the most popular genre on Audius this month. And yeah, how can you help me? That's a good one. And then we'll have maybe like let's see, maybe summarize the Audius white paper for me. All right, so I like those. So if we go back to preview, we'll have that. And then for this element, which I don't know, can we do that? Yeah. Okay, so all right. So we'll want to go back and we'll write the description. So Atris is an insight producing AI assistant for the, or let's say, helps artists, labels, and technologists build things on Audius that people like. All right, that's cool. Now for this, we've got that gradient there, and I want it to line up more with this. So let's go back to Srcbook and just replace these. All right, that's pretty cool. So if we look at the background, you know, maybe we go to app, and our background will be this. No, it won't either. That does not look good at all. So instead of that, we will use that. That looks better. Now let's do that matrix rain thing because I like it. Place a matrix inspired digital rain effect in the background. All right, so let's see how this goes. Nice. And then change the rain color to, that's where we'll use, it's kind of like Audius purple. All right. Let's whoops. Let's go back in. It's actually, hey, let's have it use that. Maybe something brighter, so. But so I can go in here, into the code, and we got this matrix rain here. And now let's see how that looks. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty much what it produced before, but all right, so this is cool. And then one last thing I'm going to do, I'm actually going to make that background significantly darker. Let's see, background default. So now we got that. Let's go back here. Wait, is that right? No. All right, cool. So this looks good. So one last thing that I'm gonna do is, can you control F this? Yeah. So we'll go apps. Yeah, there we go. And that will end up being our login button. We'll use the audience identity provider. One last thing I want to do while I'm here. Let's go textiles. So we'll use this. Well, that's probably gonna. Oh, okay, cool. So let's go. We go to app, and there's going to be somewhere with the font. Keep wanting to scroll over. So I'm used to going over to the text editor. Avenir next. Multi-Pro. Here, let's have the AI do that. Update the application to use the font family. A premium font. Interested to see what this gets us. I don't know if there's an update there or not. But at any rate, so now what we're going to do is, here in this application, I said that I would demonstrate that this thing doesn't just run out of the box. So if we do this, yeah, so there's nothing in the browser. And let's see, you can mark the path. Yeah, so at any rate though, I'll deal with that a little bit later. What I want to do now is, so we've got providers, we've got assets, we've got hooks. So what I want to do is, here in the source folder, I'm going to add a new folder called components. And then we're going to have chat input.tsx. We will have digital rain. I think that's what it is. Matrix rain. Matrix rain.tsx. And suggestion button. Suggestion button.tsx. So I'm just going to move this code over here. And chat input. Here, we'll stop this dev server. We'll go npm install Lucide or Lucide React. All right, awesome. And here's our app dot .tsx. So let me actually look at the structure here. So let's actually just go and we'll do Atris app.tsx. So that way we can just kind of edit between the two. And just add those there. Cool. Let's see, let's get this index.css, which I'm guessing is just app.css, which we can save here. Main.tsx. Yeah, well, actually, we're going to keep that as is. And that's exactly what we have here. All right. So let's actually save this and see if it runs now. So npm run dev. Nah. So we could actually just go, npm install moment. I don't want to go chasing too many of these down, but okay. And all right, so we're still seeing nothing on the screen, but it is building. But we will get to that later. The point being here that here in the last 20 minutes or so, and actually, hold on, let me update that right there with that gradient. So we had a button somewhere that we had updated. Oh, there we go. And so we'll do that for chat input. There we go. And there we have it. All right, so this will be the starting point for my front end, and we'll be rolling on this as the evening goes on. Thanks, everybody.